live.
I think you're live.
Okay, I think
I'm not
I.
sure.
So I might be live. I might not. If you know me at all, you know that this is not where I thrive, putting myself out there. I'm an introvert, and I like to be an introvert. But I believe in what I'm going to talk about, which is why I'm going live. I have an ebook. It's free. It's in the description if you want to know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Basically, I believe so much in what I'm doing that I'm doing something that introverts don't like to do. It's putting ourselves out there. And so what I believe in is teaching your child piano. Why do we do it? Why do we give our kids lessons? It's because we want a future for them that is just amazing. There's so many benefits to having piano lessons, but what are they? Do you expect your child to become the next Bach, the next Beethoven? Well, let me tell you a little bit what I think, because most parents do not put their kids in private lessons so that they can become a professional musician. If they become one, great, that's wonderful. But that's really not what happens most of the time. So why do we invest in our kids? Why give them lessons? And let me tell you the reason why. The reason why is so that they can have a lifelong hobby. I love sports. Sports are amazing. It teaches all kinds of teams and partnerships with other people. But for real, you don't really play a sport on a team most of the time past 22, 23 years old. There's not many, 35, 40-year-old moms out there on a soccer team. It's a really fun thing, a really fun hobby to do when you're in high school, but it's not something that lasts with you until you're 50, 80 years old. But piano can be that. It's a hobby that you never outgrow, that you have forever. So that's one reason why we teach our kids piano, is so that they can have a lifelong hobby, a lifelong love for music. Another reason is for it to be a way to express their emotions. This is something that you can have at the later ages when you get really good, but even right away in the very beginning. It's a way for kids to express their emotions. My husband, I'm sure, could tell you, based on the piece I'm choosing to play, how fast or how slow I'm playing it, he knows what kind of mood I'm in. And it's because I'm expressing my emotions through song. If I'm having a down day, I go in there and I play a song and I feel better. Or if I'm really excited, I go and play a fast piece and I get some of that energy out. And the same is true for children. When they can express their emotions through song, something happens. And it teaches them early on a healthy expression of their emotions through music. And that is a great benefit of teaching piano. And then I'd say another thing is building community. There's something so amazing about being with other musicians playing. I'm on a church worship team and I have been my whole life off and on in different seasons. And there's something so wonderful about playing with like-minded people. So whatever kind of band or worship team that your child wants to be a part of, it's through their training. And that is just a wonderful gift that you give your child, to forever be able to connect with other people through music. So that's why we teach our kids piano, is to give them these lifelong hobbies, these lifelong expressions of emotions and community with other musicians. But we can only get there with practice, with years of putting in music practice. And so you want to get them to that place where when they sit down on the piano, it's easy. They don't have to study and practice for 5 hours that week to be able to just play anything. They just sit down and they can just play. There's nothing more beautiful than that. And so to do that, they got to start lessons. They want to start them young, hopefully, and stick with it all the way through high school and maybe even further. And it gives them a lifelong love of music, never, ever grows old. So check out my book in the link below. And I'm looking forward to seeing more from you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll answer them as best as